43 tonight. Some 100 community leaders from throughout Camden are being trained to be extra eyes and ears for the police. The ICANN program takes Watch to a new high-tech level, as we hear from KYW's David Madden.
Those leaders will be given access to Camden's online crime monitoring team with the ability to send in photographs of specific locations.
With officers and with analysts, what their concerns are, what they're seeing, to be able to get immediate feedback and communication going in both directions so we can both help each other.
Participants have the option of remaining anonymous as the interactive community alert network gets up and running by the end of May. Council hopes to extend the program's access to other local leaders in short order. David Madden, KYW News Radio.
Could the sun be about to rise on solar power in America? A longtime advocate and solar entrepreneur thinks so. Here's KYW's John Ostakovich.
You might call Neville Williams a true believer in solar power, who founded a perfect solution overseas.
Poor people in the third world have no electricity, and we afford solar. It's their prime source of electricity. Why can't Americans?
The answer up to now has been cheap power and expensive equipment. Both are changing, says Williams, who chronicles his adventures in the book Sun Power. He expects rising interest by businesses, families, and local governments to lead in adoption of solar, although there is still a federal tax credit to ease the expense. And Williams says solar panels aren't ugly, power poles are ugly. John Ostakovich, KYW News Radio.
KYW News Time 3:22. Time for traffic and transit on the tubes.
Sue, we've got some definite jam-ups in both directions on the Schuylkill Expressway. Basically, eastbound from the toll plaza on through Gulf Mills is your first tie-up eastbound on the Schuylkill Expressway, I should say. And further east, you hit the brakes big time between the boulevard onto the Vine Street Expressway. Extra jam through this stretch, where in the mix is an accident off to the side near Montgomery, drawing plenty of attention. On the westbound side, stacked solid here, University all the way in through Girard, just one long line here. And then further west, you're stopping Go City Avenue through Belmont and again Gladman through the Conshohocken Curve. As for the Vine Street Expressway, any delays we had seen eastbound have pretty well dissipated, although westbound almost clogged up the entire length. We'll call it the 8th Street Bridge right on in through the Schuylkill Merge. 95 remains a good ride. Keep in mind that Kelly and the Martin Luther King drives are both going to be shut down until a bit later this afternoon. Looks like we are on standby for a Burlington-Bristol Bridge opening, which will happen in about 10 minutes. So a word of caution there. The closure continues on 38 in Southampton Township because of a brush-up fire between 206 and Smithville Road, and the Jersey Turnpike backing down for about an 11-mile slow go here northbound between 7A and 8A. From the TrueMark Financial Credit Union 24-hour traffic center, get the credit you deserve at TrueMark Financial. I'm Eric Kerr.
It doesn't take long to save money with Geico. Just 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. Then who wouldn't spend 15 minutes to save hundreds?
Carol Erickson, our skies will be clear tonight as the temperatures drop. We'll cool down to about 40 degrees tonight. By tomorrow, looking for a high temperature of 64 degrees, slight breeze, but a sunny, nice day for Easter. Then on Monday, a high temperature close to 70 degrees, mostly sunny skies. By Tuesday, 71 to maybe even 72 degrees. Partly sunny with a chance of a shower in the afternoon. And Wednesday, mostly sunny, cooler though, with a high temperature of 62. Weather updates anytime at CBSSnelly.com. Sunshine and 68 degrees, going down to 43.
15 minutes and save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. The Texas Border Patrol is dealing with a spike in convicted sex offenders, and they're trying to sneak back into the U.S. in San Antonio.
These are undocumented immigrants who were convicted of sex crimes, including raping children in the U.S. and then deported. Jose Castro, who's the supervisor of the Border Patrol station in Del Rio, Texas, has already rounded up more of these people this year than in all of 2013.
Most of the individuals are going back to their locations in the interior of the United States where they've committed this act.
He says many of the sex offenders are from Central America. As illegal immigration from Mexico falls, immigration from Central America is rising sharply. Jim Forsyth for CBS News, San Antonio.
KYW News Time 3:25. Now Holman Lincoln Ford sponsors the KYW Business Report. Here with the business commentary is David Thornburg of Penn Feld's Institute of Government.
Let's share. Remember that advice from your second grade teacher as you and that other kid tussled over a toy? Fast forward a few years and that's the motto of a fast-growing segment of businesses. From car sharing to tool sharing to home sharing, entrepreneurs are finding ways to unlock the value of unused assets.
all enabled by the power if we regulate or tax these businesses, which look little like the businesses imagined by regulations written years and years ago. My prediction? These kinds of businesses make an enormous amount of sense to both parties to the transaction. They're going to grow, and those places that regulate them flexibly and nimbly will benefit, and those who don't, won't. From Penn Spell's Institute of Government, I'm David Thornburg for KYW News Radio.
Business reports on News Radio 25 and 55 after every hour. Here are the midday lottery numbers. Pennsylvania Daily, 722. Big 4, 7937. Quinto is 28318. Treasure Hunt, 4, 7, 10, 11, 23. New Jersey's Pick 3, 997. Pick 4, 8195. And in Delaware, Play 3, 388. Play 4 is 1686.
Drive a Prius or Lexus, get up to $3,500 factory conquest cash at home in Lincoln. Yes, $3,500 for the new 45 MPG Lincoln MKZ Hybrid or 33 MPG EcoBoost MKZ Turbo. With Lincoln, you get luxury and sophisticated technology that talks to you while being surrounded in supple leather heated seats and natural woods. Lane keeping helps you drive straight, while collision avoidance automatically applies the brakes to avoid an accident. And Lincoln's drive control soaks up the road's most challenging bumps. At Holman, Region's top volume Lincoln dealer, uncover luxury and experience the respect and savings Holman has given for 90 years. Holman is Lincoln. Get 3 years 0% financing. It's an extra $3,500 if you have a Prius or Lexus. Holman Lincoln, Maple Shade on Route 38, on Route 42 Turnersville, or at buy or lease a Lincoln.com.
France, the Lincoln AFS, Philly Making, 2013 Philly Making Total and Retail Lincoln Vehicle Sales, Maple Shade location, offers expire month end, 500 conflict.
RebelResorts.com. Stay at Rebel for just $89. Rebel Casino Hotel. See Rebel Garden or RebelCasino.com for details. Gamble from home to the gambler.
KYW News Time, 329.
Buying a car can be a stressful experience. Well, TrueCar.com is changing car buying forever. TrueCar.com helps car buyers get rid of the fear that you might overpay. Last month, nearly 45,000 cars were sold by the TrueCar Certified Dealer Network. And TrueCar users save an average of $3,046 on MSRP. When you're ready to buy a car, just follow these 3 easy steps. First, go to TrueCar.com and find out what other people pay for the car you're looking for. Second, register at TrueCar.com. See upfront pricing information and log in your savings. And the third step is simple. Just print out your TrueCar savings certificate and take it to the TrueCar Certified Dealer for a better, hassle-free car buying experience. Every day, TrueCar users receive negotiation-free guaranteed savings. Save time, save money, and never overpay. Visit TrueCar.com today. That's TrueCar.com. Visit today.
KYW News Time, 3:30. Live with all news all the time from the Penn Medicine Studio. Your life is worth it.
Radio 1060, the News Authority in Philadelphia.
Good afternoon, I'm Suzanne Monahan. At the CBS Broadcast Center in Spring Garden, it's 68 degrees and sunny. It's 69 at the airport, dropping to 43.
Corral shootout is sold at auction. I'm Dave Schreiber. More on that story coming up.
In sports, Phillies in Colorado.
I'm CBS 3 meteorologist Carol Erickson. We have a very nice Saturday night coming up. We have temperatures dropping down to about 40 degrees and slightly cooler in the outlying areas. The skies will be clear. And tomorrow, the skies will be clear again. The sun will be out. It will be Easter and a temperature of 64 degrees. That's the latest from the CBS 3 Weather Center on KYW News Radio.
Sunny sky at the CBS Broadcast Center in Spring Garden. It's 68 degrees, 69 at the airport, going down to 43. KYW News Time, 3:32. Time for traffic and transit on the tube.
Let's review several problem spots in the Garden State. First of all, we are on standby for a Burlington-Bristol Bridge opening. It's scheduled to open any minute now, so obviously you might want to consider another Delaware River crossing for the time being. We finally opened up on 38, which had been shut down for quite some time in Southampton, Burlington County, between 206 and Smithville Road. Earlier brush fire is out, but nevertheless it's going to be heavy for a while, recovering from that earlier closure. Meanwhile, lots of extra volume on the Jersey Turnpike northbound now, essentially 7 all the way up through 8A. Everything's open, just a lot of volume to wade through there. Northbound 95 next we go, where we find jamming galore right around Bridge on through Cotman through the ongoing construction. Eastbound on the Schuylkill Expressway, watch for it. We have an accident off to the side, drawing plenty of attention. On the westbound side, University through Girard, City Avenue through Belmont and Mess through these respective stretches, and then westbound, you're also stop and go Gladwin through the Conshohocken curve. Keep in mind that we have both the Kelly and Martin Luther King Drive blocked off for recreational activities till a bit later this afternoon. I'm Eric Hearn, the Trumark Financial Credit Union 24-hour traffic center.
KWD News Time, 3:33. Change your password if you're registered on the Obamacare website. Officials are making that request as a precaution because of the internet-wide Heartbleed security flaw. But there's no indication the healthcare.gov site has been compromised. CBS News and CNET technology consultant Larry Maga has more.
Healthcare.gov is giving the same advice that many websites are giving, which is change your password. Even though there's no indication that hackers may have exploited the flaw, the mere fact that it was out there for 2 years is a risk, especially since many people use the same password on multiple sites, which of course is not a good idea.
The administration is reviewing the government's vulnerability to the security bug. With the threat of identity theft very much a reality, paper shredding events held in the Philadelphia area today were giving people peace of mind. KW's John McDevitt was at one in the Spring Garden neighborhood.
Sometimes a home shredder just doesn't cut it. That's why Kathy of West Philadelphia went to one of the SB1 Federal Credit Union paper shredding events.
I'm going to say 2 years of accumulation. I have a lot of medical documents. Sometimes it's just too much for a little personal shredder.
Documents were turned over, put into a trash can type container, and automatically
Accusations based on new claims of innocence or evidence. Pennsylvania Innocence Project Legal Director Marissa Bluestein says prosecutors have played a key role leading to some exonerations. And that's the goal here, identifying the truly innocent.
The conviction reviews by prosecutors can achieve justice for crime victims as well as the convicted innocents, while identifying the true perpetrators who had previously escaped justice.
And she says cooperation with the DA could help speed up the process, since the project has limited access to information.
I anticipate there will be many...